Okay, this is a volcanic stone. It is made out of lava, actually, frozen lava, I would say. So anciently, and by anciently, approximately, I mean 3 million years ago. Okay, one of the mountains, active volcanoes that we have in the region, its name is Mount Hassan. Tomorrow I will be able to show it to you because we're gonna pass by. This Mount Hassan erupted. Okay, and this place 3 million years ago, that's a lot of time. They didn't have human beings yet in this place, was a lake. Okay,
Huh?
it used to have a lot of water, this place, 3 million years ago. Okay, so when this hot lava met with the cold water of the area, it simply became frozen and it formed these volcanic stones that you're seeing all around you. In Cappadocia, we have a huge region. Okay, the volcanic reserve in Cappadocia has a diameter of 13 kilometers, a giant. Okay, but we also have here, as you can see, all the area is covered with this volcanic stone. And the thing is, it's so soft. With a simple knife, you can make a room, you can make a chair, you can make a table, whatever you need. So most of the civilizations who passed from here, they made their houses inside of it. Okay, so these places were particularly important for the Christian community who used to live here because they were practicing a prohibited religion by the Roman authorities. And what better place than a cave to construct a church? Okay, so we know that right after the missionary activity of Paul, a lot of Christians came here, but they had a lot of problems with the surrounding pagan and Jewish communities, so they were also being persecuted. Apart from 3rd century AD, they started building up churches inside of these caves. Okay, today we have approximately 15 churches. One of the biggest ones used to call the St. Paul Church. Okay, these are all abandoned places in Cappadocia. If you go there, you would find something very well organized. All the churches are open, their images are remade, repainted by the archaeologists. They work like museums, but the work of the archaeologists, it did not arrive here yet, so they have to organize this place in order to open up churches. But those are churches that has frescoes, a lot of wall paintings on their walls. So we know that beginning from the 3rd century AD until the Arab invasion of this region in the 8th century, during more or less 500 years, this entire mountain functioned as a monastic complex, as a monastery. Okay, people used to come here, and these monasteries used to offer free education, free health services, actually most of the time free food. So during the centuries, along the centuries, they gained more and more members. Okay, in Cappadocia they were quite big, but we know that they enjoyed this volcanic stone anywhere that they found it. It's not something special that we have in Turkey. In the world, wherever they had a volcano and lake, it formed the same stone. Okay, we have the biggest reserve in the world in Cappadocia. That's why this place is so special. But this is pretty much the same stone. So we are still in the frontiers of Lystra. Okay,
Lystra.
Turkish people say Klistra. So what you can see all around you is also considered as Lystra. The mount that I showed you was probably downtown or the Acropolis, the most important cult part of the city during the Roman period. But along the centuries, they also lived in this area, also using this stone. Okay, Klistra in Turkish we say. You would say Lystra. Greek name is Lystra, has different names. We know that it was found, the city was found during the Hellenistic period, that's 3rd century BC. During the Visital Fall, it was a full-blown Roman city. During the excavations that they made in the area, they found some temples dedicated to Augustus. The cult of Emperor Augustus is something quite common here, okay? But the Roman community here was invaded and molested most of the times by the local Anatolian people who used to live here. So Augustus, he built up a huge army here, actually, in the city of Lystra. So when you skim some Latin sources, you would see that Augustus used the city as a military base, and that's pretty much it. The only information that we have about the city, apart from the Book of Acts. Okay, we already received a lot of information from Gus and Josh and the bus about this place, about the activity of Paul, in the city of Lystra. This is where he found Timothy. This is one of the cities that he visited 2 times, okay, not only once. Between his 2 visits, we have a difference of 20 years, if I'm not wrong. Later, I will check. So during his time, when Paul was here, these caves were existent. Okay, they did not function as a church, of course, Most of the civilizations pass from here. They use them as a military base, as a place where they can take refuge in case of danger. But later on, when the Christian community got bigger and bigger in the city after the visit of Paul, they started using these churches in order to hide from mainly Roman authorities. Okay? Any questions?
Timothy probably played in these caves. We looked at it. We looked. We might find a little toy.
Yeah, Timothy. Wow.